Welcome to the 192.0 show, your first #1 hit radio station. I am Blue, and we are here with important breaking news. There's an economic downfall, and it's because of the stock market crash. We have invited Mr. Robert Bennett, who is the Prime Minister after the stock market crash. Mr. Robert Bennett, what do you think economically about the Roaring '20s when Mr. Mackenzie King was in charge?
The Roaring '20s is great economically. We produced many jobs for people. You know, we had great jazz music, new technology, improved sports teams, and hilarious movies.
The '20s are great, but what happened after? I mean, how did we drop into the Great Depression?
Well, Blue, since you've asked me, I'm going to tell you what really happened. So, in 1924, the stock market began to rise, and many people bought stocks. In 1928, the average prices of stocks were supposed to rise 40%. I mean, who doesn't want to buy stocks now? I bet the people thought that the stocks would continue to rise, but it didn't. In 1929, it actually began to crash. On October 29th, the investors officially called it Black Tuesday. When it crashed, many people actually lost all their money.
When it crashed, what happened to the economy? I mean, we all know that it went downhill from there, but what actually happened? Please give us some details, Mr. Bennett.
Well, Blue, what happened was in 1930, the GNP, which stands for Gross National Product, dropped 9.4%. Many people lost their jobs. The international trade dropped dramatically. In the prairies, many droughts occurred, so our wheat demand dropped. Many businesses were shut down, and export markets for Canadian goods dropped a lot too. The Great Depression affected worldwide. It was because of the foreign trade was down.
That is really awful. Can you predict what would happen throughout the Great Depression?
It will be a roller coaster ride. The GNP will rise and drop randomly, and our economy will be stable later on. We will have to stick together through the hard and bad times.
Do you really think so, Mr. Bennett?
Oh, of course I do.
Well, I hope you're right, Mr. Prime Minister. Anyways, thank you for staying with us and talking about the Great Depression. Well, you heard it first with Mr. Bennett at 192.0. Thank you for listening. We will be back in minutes with the entertainment after the short break. I am Blue with the breaking news.
And we will be right back to the 1928 World Series right after this short commercial break.
What do you get when two of America's favorite foods come together to make one great snack? An octopus! No, that's not it. Oh, I know. A peanut butter and jelly sandwich. That's right. A simple combination of peanut butter, jelly, and bread can make you a snack that will drive you bananas. But there's no bananas in our sandwich. Indeed, there are no bananas. Just Peter Pan peanut butter, Smucker's grape jelly, and Wonder Bread. And these are all of the highest quality. And you pick these up at any grocery store, specialty store, apothecary, or speakeasy. Just don't tell the fuzz. And remember, get your PB&J today.
Hey Canada, this is Alicia with your latest entertainment news. You all know the Lindy Hop and the Black Bottom, but have you heard the latest? US has a new dance going called the Charleston. It's basically a fun song where you turn in your toes, kick out your legs, and swing your arms. Here's the song. You don't want to be a flat tire at your next speakeasy party, right? So give it a try. There are many songs you could dance the Charleston to. Any jazz song would do. I'll hit you up one in just a few minutes. Have you guys watched the new Charlie Chaplin's movie, The Kid? This movie also stars a 5-year-old Jackie Coogan. Could he be the next big star? Are you one of the lucky people to be able to have a telephone? Well, if you are, pick up that phone. We are giving away 4 free tickets. All you have to do is be caller number 5. That's right, see Charlie Chaplin's new movie with 3 other people for free. Here's a song, waiting for caller number 5 during the bit of the song. How'd you guys like that? Well, today we have a special guest, Charlie Chaplin, to talk about his new film, The Kid.
Thanks for having me.
The pleasure's all mine. So tell me, how did you start out as a comedian?
Well, it all started in vaudeville, where I did stand-up comedy.
Okay, that's very interesting, but we have a very limited amount of time, so let's get right to your film. What's it about?
I can't say too much, but this film is about how a mother abandons her son in a car when she realizes she can't raise him. The baby then is found by a tramp, who then unwillingly adopts him. The child then matures to a 5-year-old who is Jackie Coogan. They have many adventures, but then a social worker comes and wants to take the kid away. I've said too much. You have to watch the film to find out the rest.
Okay, thanks for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
Alright, so in other news, apparently the new film Dracula, which is a Bram Stoker's novel, which is set to hit the screen in 1926. It's a heart-stopping film. I can't wait. Exciting news for the world of entertainment, that is, television could actually be possible. Yes, that's right, a television could be the next new thing. It's said that Scottish inventor John Lugie is attempting to invent something called a televisor, which transmits moving images. But he says that the pictures aren't as clear as the images in a movie. But this is still great. Imagine having a television in your own home. How great would that be? People think it could be just as popular as the radio. Speaking of radio, how many of you have the new wireless radio? I know I do. It does the same, except you don't need to plug it into the wall. That's right. If you have one of the Model T cars, you could also take your wireless radio while you drive. Just be careful on the road. You don't want to get too carried away. Kids, here's an exciting news. The tickets at the Nickelodeon Theater have dropped to 27 cents. I bet I know what you're doing this weekend. Okay, enough of me now. Let's check in with Liz after this short break on sports.
And now a message from our sponsor. Ladies, tired of drying your hair with the same old vacuum cleaner? Try Avon brand new Beauty Locks portable hair dryer. It's smaller, it's faster, it's guaranteed to give you the hair you've always wanted in half the time. Beauty Locks is delicate and dainty, just like you. The dryer weighs only a pound and easily fits in your hand. Now that's beauty and convenience. With a speedy motor that will dry your hair in as little as 25 minutes, you can get gorgeous hair without falling behind schedule. Don't worry about the little ones or that pie in the oven. Thanks to an extra-long extension cord, you can move around while primping your locks. Forget those long trips to the salon and no more waiting for hours under monster machines. Avon gives you an easy and speedy hairdo that will blow your man away. Get it now at your nearest Macy's.
Welcome back to 192.0 with your number one sports radio broadcaster, Elizabeth Joseph. Today's topic is women in sports. In a minute, we'll be interviewing a special guest, but right now, let's talk sports. Over the past few months, women have really shown that they make great athletes. But specifically, I want to talk about a certain women's team. This team is extraordinary, and they have just defeated the London Shamrocks and won the World Champions of 22. We all did not expect this outcome. For all of you who don't know about the Edmonton Grads, they were formed by Coach John Percy Page in 1914. Who would have expected that 8 years later that they would become world champions of basketball? After the break, we'll be interviewing our special guests, so please stay tuned. Welcome back, everyone. Right now we have John Percy Page with us, and we'll be interviewing him about his remarkable team, the Edmonton Grads.
Thank you for having me.
All right, so we all know that your team just won the World Champions, but the viewers and I would like to know what your secret is.
They were champions because they were wholehearted, sport-loving girls in whom which the spirit of prairie was born and bred.
Also because of the dedication and effort they put into this sport. It really shows that women can do as much as we men can and do as well.
We hear you're planning for the upcoming Olympics in Paris. How are you preparing the girls for this upcoming meet?
I plan to support them by encouraging them to practice. We hold practices every day. 2 hours of practice and of drills and scrimmage, and 1 hour of conditioning. But the key to success is the determination and the amount of effort you put into the work. That's why my girls are so successful. A great coach like me supports them.
It's been a real honor having you on the show. Thank you for coming, but unfortunately, that's all the time we have for today. We can't wait to see how well the women do in the Olympic meets in the upcoming years. Hope to have you on the show soon, John. This is Elizabeth,
Alicia, and Blue.
And this is 192.0. Thanks.